New York Onondaga creek find. Let's see if I could get anything at all out of this. Even a little point would be good out of this stuff. Let's see. Damaged. Use a heavier billet for this. I'm gonna hit right here. See if I could get rid of this and maybe use that as a point. It's pretty bad. We'll see, we'll see. All right. So I'm gonna go with probably the top here for a point, but I'll see if there's anywhere that I can get anything out of. I'll try from down here. Just trying to separate this piece without cutting myself. There's all kinds of cracks and damage in here. Knock away as much as we can, as carefully as we can. Look at that. What is that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Switch to smaller now. I'm gonna upload this even if I don't get anything at all out of this, just so you can see what the creek stuff works like, what it looks like. Pretty terrible. Let's see. Well, it's kind of good in there. Let's see. That might make a tiny point. Try to make it as big as possible. There we go. Got that piece off. There's a split in the rock right here and right here. There's the split. All right, down to that. Let's go to indirect here. Let's see what we could do. Does it even flake? Yes, it does. Need a heavier. See about shaping this into something. See if it holds together. Sometimes if you get it down to a small enough size, you can nap it into something. Sometimes. Not all of the time. Maybe like in my case, maybe like 30% of the time, this incredibly damaged stuff, to make something from it. If it flakes at all, that's a good sign with the freeze damaged stuff. Concentrating. All right. There's all kinds of crud. Look at that. Blech. All right, I don't know how many of you actually go and look at artifacts and such. But if you go and look, you'll see that a lot of the stuff is not so great looking. Especially in the area of New York that I got the stuff in. Just trying to be careful with it, because we want it to hold together and have at least something made from this. I'm just zigzagging it, going for maybe a little Lamocha if it holds together. Don't know what to do about the base. See what I got so far? It's thick at the base. Just thin the base down as best as we can. That's weird. Okay. We at least got the basic shape. That is terrible. All right. There's a big lump here that I'm gonna try to take off. I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay, look at what happened. You see how it just turned into a bunch of those? But it kind of cleared it. Kind of, sort of. All right, let's see if I knock this corner off. Now I have that whole ridge kind of isolated. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it don't blow the whole point apart. See that? See what it did? If you're anything like me working this stuff, you're determined to make it work. And you put many, many hours into working stuff that looks like this. And you'll know that majority of the time these things just get destroyed. That is not going to want to go. All right, careful, careful now. Straight across. This edge is going to be bad. But we'll see if we could thin it at least a little bit. Maybe sometimes you could kind of angle in and get these high ridges without losing too much width, meaning like this way. All right, so there's a ridge here, right there, that I'm going to try to get rid of. And then I'm just going to try to, the base is terrible, but I'm going to try to thin the base a tiny bit. All right, so this is getting into danger land here. See how it kind of hung up? And you brush it away, it looks kind of funky. You're going to want to take it easy now. All right. Got rid of some of that. All right. It looks like we're going to be able to make a pretty average looking Lamoka type point. Kind of thin. Let's see here. Let's just try to straighten it a little bit without destroying it. I'm really just trying to even the edges, sharpen the tip. So it is just kind of not flaking so much anymore, so you got to be really careful in shaping this. Just evening it. I don't know if I should try to put notches in. I guess I will. We'll see what happens here. I mean, this would work. That is sharp. It's probably weak because of all the damage. Freeze cracks and stuff like that. Freeze damage. The base is kind of thick. Not really, but kind of. I want to get rid of this one spot right there. You see that mess in there? And I'm afraid if I do that, that the point is just gonna fail. Let's see if I could indirect just that little spot off without it breaking. I'm not going to use the big heavy billet. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get rid of that mess of hang-ups right there. And got it. Okay. Went flying, but I got it. I got one more spot that I would like to try to thin a little bit. There we go. Try to put notches in it. A little stemmed. Not a good idea, let's say. Hung up right there. Can you see? Hinge. Broke it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is make a tiny point. Nope, we're gonna break it entirely. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens here. You got a tiny freaking point. All right. This is not fun. Kind of disappointed that it broke, but trying to thin the base on a point this tiny. Freaking crazy. Okay. tiny freaking point. Sorry guys, concentrating here. Yes, I'm still gonna upload this. It's ridiculous. Okay. I know some of you guys find points this small. I wish I could thin that base, but if I try to do anything else, it's gonna break again. What do you think, guys? It would kill. That definitely would kill. That would kill a rabbit, a squirrel, or a deer. I really want to thin that. Ah! I have next to no way of thinning that at the base. Nah. Alright. So what I'm going to do is try to notch it. Not extremely, but... Man. I'm just trying to thin that base. Because it's just not going. Whenever this happens, the tip flies off. Okay, that is not gonna go. Let's try this. Would that kill? Yes, that would kill. Let's see, can I get it smaller? Freaking nuts. Alright, let's see if we could do a little bifurcate at the base. And if not, we'll call it where it is. Because this thing ain't getting any thinner. Or any smaller. Look at that. I got it. Look at that. Maybe an earring or an arrow, if it's legal in your state. If you don't have a size requirement, but you get a long shot on that, critter's gone. Yeah. Let's just try to clean that up. Just a little. Nice. All right. Well, I got something out of it. Shut up, guys.